We humans like to think we're pretty independent creatures. We pride ourselves on our individuality, our ability to make our own choices and carve out our own paths in life. We often see ourselves as lone wolves navigating the complexities of the modern world on our own terms. But if you take a closer look, you'll see that we build our own little nests, much like ants do. We create spaces where we feel safe and comfortable, where we can retreat from the chaos of the outside world. We go to work, come home and watch Netflix. It seems like a solitary routine, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Even in our downtime, we're often sharing these moments with others, whether it's family, friends, or even virtual communities. Sounds pretty solitary, right? Wrong. The truth is, we're deeply social creatures. We thrive on interaction and connection. It's in these moments of togetherness that we find meaning and fulfillment. We're more like ants in an anthill than we realize. Just as ants work together to build and maintain their colony, we too rely on each other to create and sustain our communities. Ants, bees, those guys have the whole colony thing down. They understand the importance of working together, of each individual playing a role for the greater good. And guess what? We're not that different, but guess what? We're not that different. We form our own hives, our own networks of support and cooperation. Whether it's through our families, our friendships, or our professional relationships, we are constantly building and nurturing our own little colonies. We crave connection, community, and someone to steal the covers from at night. Okay, maybe that's just me. These small, seemingly insignificant interactions are what make life rich and meaningful. We're wired for interaction, folks. It's in our DNA, like that weird second toe you try to hide in pictures. From the moment we're born, we seek out connection. We look for those who will care for us, who will teach us, and who will share in our experiences. From the moment we're born, we're surrounded by people cooing over us, changing our diapers, hopefully, and teaching us the fine art of communication, or, baby talk. As we grow, these interactions shape who we are. They influence our thoughts, our behaviors, and our understanding of the world around us. Think about it. As children, we learn through play, through interacting with others. We develop social skills, empathy, and a sense of belonging. These early experiences lay the foundation for our future relationships. As we move into adolescence, our social circles expand. We form friendships, join clubs, and participate in group activities. These connections become a crucial part of our identity and our support system. In adulthood, our need for connection doesn't diminish. We collaborate with colleagues, build professional networks, and maintain personal relationships. These interactions are essential for our well-being and success. Even in our later years, we continue to seek out social connections. We join community groups, volunteer, and stay in touch with loved ones. These relationships provide us with a sense of purpose and belonging. So while we may think of ourselves as independent, the reality is that we are deeply interconnected. Our lives are woven together in a complex web of relationships and interactions. We are in many ways a hive of our own, and just like a hive, our strength lies in our unity. Together, we can achieve incredible things. We can build, create, and thrive. So let's embrace our inner ants and bees and celebrate the power of community. After all, we're all in this together, all in. Now, I'm not saying we all need to be glued to each other 24/7. We all need our personal space, our moments of solitude to recharge and reflect. It's perfectly normal to crave some alone time, to enjoy the peace and quiet that comes with it. Even talk show hosts who are constantly surrounded by people and cameras need a little me time. They need to step away from the spotlight to unwind and relax in their own company. It's a healthy balance. But complete and utter isolation, that's where things get a little, shall we say, cast away. When we cut ourselves off from the world entirely, we start to lose touch with reality. The silence becomes deafening and the loneliness overwhelming. Our brains are wired for social interaction. From the moment we're born, we seek connection. It's in our nature to communicate, to share, to bond with others. These interactions shape who we are, influence our thoughts, and impact our emotions. When we're deprived of it, things can go a little haywire. Our mental state starts to deteriorate, and our emotional well-being takes a hit. We become more susceptible to negative thoughts and feelings, and our overall happiness declines. Think Tom Hanks talking to a volleyball. In the movie Cast Away, his character, stranded on a deserted island, creates a companion out of a volleyball just to have someone to talk to. It's a powerful depiction of our innate need for social interaction. We start talking to plants, our reflections, anything that might give us a semblance of conversation. It's a coping mechanism, a way to fill the void left by the absence of human interaction. The mailman. Anyone who'll listen. We become desperate for any form of connection, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. It's a cry for help, a sign that we're struggling with the isolation. Isolation can lead to some not-so-fun side effects. Loneliness, a feeling of emptiness that gnaws at our soul. It can make us feel disconnected from the world, as if we're invisible, unnoticed, and unimportant. Anxiety, a constant state of worry and fear that something is wrong, even when everything seems fine. It can make us feel on edge, restless, and unable to relax. And then there's depression, a deep sense of sadness and hopelessness that can be debilitating. Our mental and physical health rely on those connections we make. We need those smiles, those high fives, those moments of shared joy and laughter. They boost our mood, reduce stress, and make us feel valued and loved. Those awkward encounters in the grocery store aisle, even the smallest interactions like a friendly chat with a stranger or a nod of acknowledgement can make a big difference. They remind us that we're part of a community, that we belong. It's what makes us human. Our ability to connect, to empathize, to share our lives with others is what defines us. It's what gives our lives meaning and purpose. So let's cherish those connections, nurture them, and never take them for granted. We all know that one person who lives on the outskirts of town, the one who prefers the company of squirrels to actual humans.
And you know what? That's okay, to each their own.
But you can't deny there's always a little bit of curiosity, a little head tilt when we hear about someone choosing the hermit life. We wonder why. Are they okay? Do they need a hug? Society tends to view those who isolate themselves with a mix of fascination and concern. We're social creatures after all. Going against the grain of human nature piques our interest, but it also reminds us of the importance of connection. The case of the contagious cookies. Let me tell you about the Johnsons, a lovely family who lived in the middle of nowhere. Miles from the nearest town, they were surrounded by more cows than people. Now, Mrs. Johnson had this thing about baking cookies. Every Saturday, like clockwork, the aroma of freshly baked chocolate chips would waft through the air.
One day, little Timmy Johnson, bless his heart, decided to share his mom's baking prowess with their reclusive neighbor, Old Man Withers.
Old Man Withers, who hadn't seen another human being in weeks, was hesitant at first. But one whiff of those warm, gooey cookies and his resolve crumbled faster than a stale graham cracker. Ripples in the pond. Imagine a serene pond, its surface calm and undisturbed. Then a single pebble is dropped into the water, creating ripples that expand outward, touching every part of the pond. This is much like our social interactions, where even the smallest actions can create waves of impact that reach far beyond our immediate surroundings. The next Saturday, something amazing happened. It was a day like any other, but it held the promise of something extraordinary. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. Old Man Withers, armed with a basket of freshly picked apples, showed up at the Johnsons' doorstep. His face, usually stern and reserved, was softened by a warm smile. The basket he carried was brimming with apples, each one a symbol of his newfound desire to connect with others. He'd never admit it, but those cookies had unlocked something in him, a longing for connection he'd forgotten he had. It was as if a door had been opened, revealing a part of himself that had been hidden away for years. The simple act of receiving cookies had reminded him of the joy that comes from human interaction.
This, my friends, is the ripple effect of human interaction. One small gesture can set off a chain reaction, touching the lives of many. It's like a domino effect, where one act of kindness leads to another and another, creating a wave of positivity that spreads far and wide. What we do, even something as simple as sharing a batch of cookies, can have a profound impact on those around us. It's not just about the cookies, it's about the thought and care that goes into the gesture. It's about showing someone that you care, that they matter, and that they are not alone. We influence each other's thoughts, feelings, and even our cookie consumption. When we share something with others, we are not just sharing a physical item. We are sharing a part of ourselves. We are creating connections and building relationships that can last a lifetime.
Every smile, every conversation, every act of kindness sends out ripples of positivity. These ripples can touch the lives of people we may never meet, creating a network of goodwill that extends far beyond our immediate circle. It's a beautiful reminder of the power we have to make a difference in the world, and you never know who those ripples might reach or how they might change the course of someone's day. A simple smile can brighten someone's day, a kind word can lift someone's spirits, and a small act of kindness can change someone's life. So let's continue to create ripples of positivity, spreading joy and kindness wherever we go. Pass the remote, please. Now let's bring it back home, shall we? Our families, our roommates, our significant others, these are the people we share our lives with, for better or for worse. Mostly better, I hope. And let's be honest, we pick up some of their habits along the way.
Maybe your partner has a knack for leaving their socks on the floor. Don't even get me started. Or maybe your roommate has an uncanny ability to sniff out a freshly opened bag of chips from a mile away.
The point is, we're constantly influencing each other, even in the most mundane ways. Thriving in the human tapestry, life would be pretty boring if we were all carbon copies of each other, wouldn't it? It's those little quirks, those shared experiences, those moments of laughter and tears that make life rich and meaningful. We're not meant to go through this thing called life alone. We need each other, we need the connections, the support, the laughter, and yes, even the occasional annoyance. It's what makes us human, it's what makes us thrive. So go out there, connect with someone, share a laugh, bake some cookies, and remember, even the smallest act of kindness can have a ripple effect that changes the world, one cookie at a time. The final thread, as we weave through the fabric of our lives, each interaction, each connection, each shared moment adds a unique thread to the tapestry. Every smile, every act of kindness, every moment of understanding binds us closer together, creating a rich and vibrant picture that is uniquely ours. So as we come to the end of this journey today, remember that you are an essential thread in this grand design. Your actions, your kindness, your willingness to connect with others all contribute to a world that thrives on mutual support and shared humanity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss